Hello everyone, we're back with Ciconia no Naku Koroni, translated meaning when the Ciconia cry. Better known as when the Ciconia when they cry. Wait, no, I did it right. Oh, I thought I screwed it up. Whoops. So I think it looks better if you go down instead of over. We'll do that starting with page 2. Anyway, we finished chapter 1, as presumably. It doesn't give us a chapter name, so it's hard to tell, but I think that was chapter 1. Because we're only allowed to record and upload, as of right now, the first 7 chapters on YouTube. I actually emailed Manga Gamer to see if they knew anything about it, and they don't. It's all on Nikushi's side, so hopefully it doesn't... Hopefully, once phase 2 comes out, he's like, oh yeah, remember that time I said don't upload Ciconia on YouTube, let's just redact that. Or before then even, that'd be cool. If he doesn't, that'll suck. Like, I'm still recording, I already talked about this, so I don't need to go over it. But I think after every chapter, what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to record like a minute or two of me talking and about said chapter. Then in my final thoughts video, or maybe a separate video, depending on how long it ends up being, I'll just put those all together so you get my, I guess, fresh thoughts on the chapter. Because my thoughts on the phase as a whole versus chapter by chapter are going to be different. So I think that's a cool thing to do. And there it is! Gundarenko's famous Osotogari! The Yoyu Yashin army really has been focusing on its judo. Japan removed it from its army's training routine just last year, but I bet this stirs up another fiery debate in this country. Alright, last chapter threw a lot of philosophical views at us. The thing I really picked up from it, though, is the war versus the anti-war thing, and Tojiro, is that his name? His view on debate. I think those two are going to be like themes going into it. I mean, war and anti-war views. Is there a name for that? I can't think of one off the top of my head. That's pretty obvious going into Ciconia. But we'll see how it proceeds. Like, it could go anyway. Like, I couldn't have predicted anything about Umineko just from the first chapter. Like, that's just like, what? Kinzo talking with Lightning and Battler at the airport? And Higurashi is, hey, we got pickles. Anyway. We've just received some new information. In the Striker class group tank competition, 2nd Lieutenant Alberto Garcia of the Lato-Argentinian military has successfully achieved the first hat trick of this year's festival. The Lato military has taken a gamble by reducing the ages of all their group tank commanders to under 20, but it looks like it's paying off. I think it's safe to say that youth speaks louder than experience these days. I suppose whether it's blazing a trail to a new era or maintaining the peace, no one is more qualified than the young. I'd like to see those two more experienced soldiers give it their all too. Oh, I put a 2 in there for some reason. The International Battle Standard Festival of Peace was a competition featuring soldiers from across the world. Of course, this competition included more than just sports. Yes! Perfect! What beautifully perfect flying! The ABN English Air Force refuses to surrender their place as masters of the art of the skies. The 2nd Lieutenant George White truly is a genius, even at the age of 18. Haha, Shannon! I propose to you! He's gonna write that in the skyline. Just because it said George. He certainly has the skill, but his plane is incredible too. In every part of those blueprints, you could feel the spirit that their designers devote to the art of the sky. Now let's switch over to the maritime competition. You said that maritime, right? The warship Triathlon, Dreadnought class 30-gun division, the heavy bombardment ship Gloria del Lobito, from the ACR Angolan. It doesn't matter. Navy has passed the qualifying round with a festival record. Last year, the ACR Combined Navy made an incredible showing. However, we can't forget the COU Chinese Navy's new ship, the, I'm going to butcher this, Tianjin, which won last year's Central Ocean Cup. Most events included not just soldiers, but their weaponry as well. The way that they determined winners and losers was an open, refreshing thing, designed to foster a noble soldiership, one of the troops who protected world peace together. Of course, there was still a competition, so they fought against members of the opposing factions as if they were enemies. However, when both sides learned from each other and interacted, they grew to respect one another. Every national military from every faction deepened their relationship during the International Battle Standard Festival of Peace. That's a mouthful. To those who supported the walls of peace from both sides, the friendships this inspired were the best way to prevent war. At the same time, this put the military techniques from countries all over the world on display, making it possible for all national militaries to share in new technologies. That way, if a military breakthrough were ever to occur, a breach in the military balance could be prevented. Oh, oops, hit my mic there. Instead of avoiding military might, its purpose could be acknowledged and a healthy balance maintained, making world peace a reality. This was why the International Battle Standard Festival of Peace existed. Or at least, that was what the event planning community liked to say. To be perfectly honest, all nations wanted to look good in the eyes of their citizens, so they tried to get good results, earning medals left and right. Since war never broke out, the report card for militaries became the number of medals they won at the festival. In other words, though the young were supposedly the main participants in this event, the expectations of the old affected it significantly. Can you guys hear that? I think there's a train passing by. It's pretty loud. So, though soldiership was supposed to be something noble, there's always talk of bribery and doping behind the scenes. It's getting louder. Do I hope it goes away, or do I stop recording for a minute? It's clear, whatever I ever cared about audio quality. I read that, right? Well, that sort of thing happens in every era. There's no point harping on it. Those young people who carry the prestige of their nations were spurred on mercilessly. Only those who succeeded were praised, and those who didn't measure up were abandoned. This happens in all eras. There's no point harping on that either. I mean, you're not young, but it's always the young who are made to compete. The adults only reward success. The young are always forced to compete because they don't want the adults to abandon them. You fool! Didn't I tell you not to let your eyes off little Jean Koshka? Even for a second? I'm so sorry, instructor. Why are you causing a ruckus right before a match? A time when you must be at your absolute peak condition. You knew they were running wild right away, didn't you? But instead you start going crazy with them. You fool! You just hit her down. You imbecile! You nincompoop! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Eve. Come on! We just have a few sweets. Our physical condition will be back to normal in no time. Meows, please stop saying meow. Oh. Are those cinnamon rolls in her hair? Did I just now notice that? Has that always been there? The most efficient way for Gauntlet Knights to restore their stamina was sugar. In other words, dessert. Is it Lil Ja or Lil Ya? And Koshka, who had returned from the athlete's cafeteria with extra large parfaits in both hands, didn't give a dang that Chloe was getting in trouble because of them. Pardon my French. They were happily gulping down their parfaits. If anything, this is all because I was waiting so long for my turn that I got boring. Meow, meow! Okay, Nogi, it's totally your job to make sure we don't get bored, meow. Please stop. Honestly, can we just delete Lil Ja? I don't know. There's another Jacopo. I'm still saying his name wrong. I think it's Jacopo. But you can't get me to not say Jacopo. For reference, the character's name is Jacopo. He's from Fata Morgana. You little brat! Stop hitting Chloe! Okinogi stamped his feet, but because of his position and other adult reasons, he couldn't hit Lil Koshka. So he karate chopped Chloe twice in the head. These kids would be up very soon. Just when he wanted them to be in their best conditions for the sake of their nations and their faction, it started up a battle royale in the simulator just because they were bored. Do you realize how many people worked hard and how much money was spent to get you fools into peak condition? And now you're wasting all that just so you can play with your friends because you're bored? Oh, that hurts! My head's gonna cave in! After going that crazy, it's amazing they managed to recover so quickly. That's youth for you. Give a kid some chocolate and they'll be perfectly fine. By the way, this chocolate's delicious. What country is it from? A Gauntlet Knight's fatigue manifests itself in the brain. It's hard to self-diagnose. You've managed to recover up to 89%, meow. Don't forget that you've got at least 10% of your fatigue remaining. You don't understand. In this world, there are some kinds of power that you've got to work for, even if it wears you out. Next time, go build up on that power on your own. Go build up that power on your own. Have some respect for my time. You say that, but your brainwave data from our match is as good as it gets. Want me to compare it to your historical graphs and send it to you? So, was all of Chapter 1 just in their heads just now? Oh, except for the part, like, we're there in it. Am I reading into this wrong, or? The data says you're sulking and wagging your tail at the same time. Shut up. I'm not gonna fight you again. Go staple a picture of me to the wall and do it on your own next time. Ha 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 ha! You're hilarious, Meow. He can't let Meow know he has a picture of him stapled on this wall already. The condition of your blood says you still carry some fatigue, but I must admit that your unquantifiable mental condition has improved. The young can be so interesting. I'm pretty sure you qualify as young too. Oh, hey. How silly of me. Unlike Yanhild's mental age, just the ones and tens digits flipped. There's no helping it. You'll never find a parallel processor who isn't weird. Or if she's like exactly 20. She's 2 years old. Still, the skill you get as a result is honestly amazing. Well, I know I wouldn't trust our butts to anyone but old Granny Gunhild. Gauntlet Knights were typically deployed in 3-person teams. And in the Meow, Jaden, Gunhild team, Meow and Jaden were only able to focus on the offensive role in the front lines because they had Gunhild supporting them from behind. However, she wasn't just a supporter. She was in that role because that's what she was best at. But she was also talented enough to riddle any attacker with holes if they broke through. On the contrary, perhaps because she always observed her opponents calmly as a supporter, she actually won most of the time in one-on-one matches against Meow and Jaden. She humbly claimed that she only won because she memorized Meow and Jaden's patterns, that she'd be totally useless in a real fight. However, Meow and Jaden knew they could trust their backs to her. By the way, Meow was the ace of the AOU Japanese military. Jaden has come from an ace unit in the AOU American military. Of course, Gunhild was an ace too, of the AOU Swedish military. There are 3 of the best aces of the AOU had. Groups of 3 people supporting each other's lives like this are sometimes called a ket. I think that's a Russian name? I think? Imitation of the Air Force, or squads in imitation of the army. Meow, Jaden, and Gunhild. They were the 17th Aerial Augmented Infantry Squad Warcat of the AOU Combined Military Central HQ. It was one of the best Gauntlet Knights cats in the AOU, Arctic Ocean Union. As Meow's group would put it, they're the honor student cat. Over there was the problem child cat. Lilja, Koshka, and Chloe. The 100th Aerial Augmented Infantry Experimental Squad Grave Mole, the AOU Combined Military Giroy? Level 4 Heavy Military Research Center! Koshka was attached to the AOU Russian military, but wasn't a soldier, strictly speaking. It had been kept quiet for privacy reasons, but rumor had it that she had been given some kind of exemption in exchange for participating in some aerial augmented infantry-related research and human experimentation. I read that on the website. Apparently she was officially equipment in the care of the Level 4 Heavy Class Military Research Center, which had been loaned out to the military for the International Battle Standard Festival of Peace. We have lots of words. I love words. Of course, though she was equipment, she was also the highest tier equipment that existed. She understood her position, so she could do whatever she wanted. She had no desire to listen to her superior officers. And even Okanogi, her instructor, couldn't lay a finger on her no matter how much she made him mad now. This might make it sound like she's utterly self-centered and uncooperative, but apparently, she's improved a lot from how she used to be. What, is there something on my face? It's the opposite, Meow! You're blocking my way with that big old face of yours, Meow! Well then, I'll just gouge out your eyeball so you don't have to look at it anymore. Huh? What's that? Could you talk a bit slower? Your hick words are so bad, my Kizuna can't translate them at all, Meow! Loja was for the AOU Finnish military, which is officially a military research center's equipment, just like Kashka. Once again, the details about her were unknown for privacy reasons, but, well, she's just as much of a problem child as Kashka was. Apparently, just like Kashka, she'd stir up all kinds of outrageous trouble, using her special position as a shield. Was she on good terms with Kashka or not? She was always approaching Kashka one-sidedly, teasing her and picking fights. She was also high-grade equipment. Problem child number 2, who always got along with Kashka only when they were ignoring their superior officers. Stop it! Why do you do that? Why do you have... like, I guess it's supposed to be the face. Usually, you put the period there. Maybe that's just the Japanese way of doing it. I mean, it makes sense to me. Like, those are supposed to be the eyes. Like, why is there a dot there? Is that the mouth? How do you make your mouth... That's just hard. I mean, you can't make your eyes... angles, like less than or greater than symbols. Wait, still, don't make your blood condition any worse. The instructor's karate chops really will make my head cave in. Let's find out if her head actually can do that. Nice one, Kashka. Let's go wild in the simulator again. Meow. And Chloe will get in trouble again. Meow. No, I hate this kid so much. Chloe alone was an equipment. She was a soldier of the AOU Canadian military. Just what sort of unlucky star was she born under? Yet after she went through all sorts of aptitude tests and exams, I thought she had become the gauntlet knight of her dreams. She'd been saddled with looking after this crazy equipment. And partly because of this, the instructor who couldn't punch the high-grade equipment would instead smack Chloe's head whenever they did anything weird. Chloe was a sad sufferer, always stuck between her instructor and the selfish equipment. She reminds me of Erica when she makes faces like that, and that makes me love her. Because Erica's obviously best girl. But of course, she wasn't just there to take care of those two. She definitely was one of the top-ranked gauntlet knights throughout the entire AOU combined military. After all, when the selfish equipment went back to the research center for maintenance, she got extremely high grades during mock battles by herself. These two squads with a total of 6 people were the athletes set by the AOU, the Arctic Ocean Union, to participate in the Aerial Augmented Infantry Division of this year's International Battle Standard Festival of Peace. So many! We need acronyms! Acronyms everywhere! Individual countries did compete in the festival, but it's the interaction competitions that got people most excited. Nothing was more thrilling than watching neighboring nations work together to achieve victory in the battle between the 5 great factions that represented the A through W world. Oh, so... A through W is... the name for the world, I guess? Like, under the... Imagine the A through W era, so... I assume it refers... I don't know what it stands for. The... I'm trying to think, what's the 3? Because there's 5 factions. I don't know. Broadcast booth, are you getting video? Here we are in the Verti Arena. Verti? Sorry. Finally, the young members of the Aerial Augmented Infantry from all factions are entering the stadium. All the representatives of the AOU have just arrived. We're getting into this faster than I thought. Aerial Augmented Infantry. That was their official title. I kind of thought like the festival would be the Watanagashi. Or the second day for, you know, Higurashi and Umineko. But, you know, like the halfway point. But it's happening right now. Wait, the festival's probably multi-day, but still. Aerial Augmented Infantry, that was their official title. They're more commonly known as Gauntlet Knights. These miraculous soldiers in the new era wore gauntlets on their left arms, and they could fly on their own through the sky, repel all sorts of attacks, and wield any kind of weapon. At this year's festival, the Aerial Augmented Infantry Division had finally been established. Their true worth had been revealed to the world at large. However, their fights were too dangerous to be held in real space. As was also the case for other events emulating real warfare, live fire competitions carry some risk no matter how many safety measures you take. However, if you use mock weapons for the sake of safety, the battle becomes completely uninteresting. So, dangerous competitions generally took place in virtual location known as the Verti Arena. Oh, I get it. Verti Arena? That's it, in a virtual world that had advanced as far as possible, the sensations of sight and sound were in no way inferior to reality. Spectators were able to view it as if they were happening right before their eyes. And then the participating athletes were in a simulator room, felt as if they were actually in the arena. I wonder what kind of people the other factions are sending. I doubt there's gonna be anyone as normal as you and me. That's not true, meow. The world is full of people as crazy as Kashka. Would have been annihilated by now, meow. Oh, please stop picking fights with Kashka. You're getting wild here. Everyone in the world's gonna see it. The instructor's chop will really make my head cave in. My stomach's full and I'm sleepy, so I won't fight back. That was a sigh rather than a yawn. That yawn was just broadcasted publicly. Looks like Chloe really will face the chop when this is over. Oh! The group that just came in! Is that COU? It is! They're being led by the 2nd Lieutenant Liu Linkaji. I don't know. The Japanese pronunciation, like, it makes sense with the way we Romanize it. The way we Romanize Chinese letters, I don't get it. Like, it's spelled Liu, that's probably pronounced like Chiu, because L is actually Cha, obviously. Why don't you know that? It's like with X and every other letter. Like, I forget his name. There's a character in Grand Order, multiple characters in Grand Order who are Chinese, and every time I'm like, okay, that's how you pronounce their name. And then I hear someone else pronounce their name, I'm like, huh, that's not how you pronounce their name. So he will be Liu. If that's wrong, I'll find out. So that's Liu. Lingji? Lingji? That's not so bad. That's not how you say it. That is 100% wrong, but I'll take Lingji. That ace among aces from the COU. Her official simulated score is the best in the world. Well, that's probably exaggerated. Behind her are Momotake from COU Japan and Asha from COU Indonesia. Okay, there is a second Japan. I wonder which one is Japan. The one with the samurai sword and like samurai shoulder pad? Or the... What do you call that? Like... Or the priestess. Yeah, that's about right. I have no idea how to say her name. Ashka? They're the COU's best squad. The COU Combined Military HQ's Imperial Guard Aerial Augmented Infantry Squad by Bolt. She reminds me of, I didn't watch it, Goblin Slayer. Like the main heroine who had a blindfold. Her outfit kind of reminds me of her. And I think she was a priestess, I think. Remember your training, and we cannot lose. Of course. As long as I still draw breath, none shall lay a finger upon our princess. I'll bet you just wanted to say that. He's a Judy! That's why you were practicing the bathroom earlier, right? What? No way, that absolutely did not happen. How did you know? Momotake, you mustn't lose your composure before a battle. Even the princess got mad at you. The next three are from Suparna, the COU Combined Military Central General Corps 1st Branch 301st Aerial Augmented Infantry Squad. All those COU people look so serious. What if you told them a joke, they'd just stare at you coldly and ignore you, meow. Let's see if their eyes remain cold once they've been thoroughly beaten. I mustn't lose to anyone. Not to our enemies, not to Baibo, not even to my teammates. Nice hair, dude. Sheesh! How about you chill out a minute and have some fun? Try waving. Hey, everybody! If you're looking for Andrew from COU Madagascar, that's me. I would not have guessed Madagascar. Hey, I've read their biographies. I would not have guessed Madagascar. Come on, you wave too. Yuki? Or Yuki? Or... I don't know. Huh? Hello. I'm Yukshana from COU Saudi Arabia. Stop, you two. You're embarrassing us. How many times do I have to tell you not to play along with the nonsense of a careless man who bears no responsibility? Yukshana is best girl. After Chloe. Even though all I did was wave my hand when he made me. Hang in there. Hang in there, Yuki. I remember she's Iraq, I believe. Iraq? I don't actually know the correct way to say it. Everyone says Iraq, but think it's pronounced Iraq, but everyone says it one way, so I'm going to say it that way. The contestants for the ABN have also arrived. As expected, they're being led by 3 members of the ABN Peace Department's Holy 901st Aerial Augmented Infantry Squad. HorseyEatYou! I'm saying that right. He's from Poland, I think? I don't know about her, though. Whoa, get a load of that pipsqueak in the front. That'll be Naima from ABN Iraq. From what I've heard, she's the ABN's top ace. Her pipsqueak is quite the top ace, too. You aren't talking about me, right? Well. Hi, everyone. I'm from the ABN. Pleased to meet you. Well. Naima, don't get overwhelmed by the atmosphere. I'm detecting an imbalance in your cranial secretions. I'm pretty sure this is a girl. She kind of reminds me of Tristan from Grand Order. But, well. I'm so nervous and excited. My eyes keep spinning and this is so fun. Wow. I love Yukishi's expressions. Take a sedative. It'll affect your performance, so we don't want you hyperventilating before the match starts. Wow. At $sign, $%, at. Is that the ampersand? Squigglies? The Battle Standard Festival is a farce. We've already done our duty just by showing up like this. And now we welcome the 3 members of the ABN Peace Department's 12th Holy Agent Corps. Is this who I think it is? Yeladat Shavit? It is! Hi there, everyone! We're the 12th Holy Agent Corps, Yeladat Shavit. Today we'll be showing you the miracle of human harmony, friendship, and love. Look at the staff seating area. Isn't that Nathan from the Belgian Hot Choir? I'll send you the data. Look right next to him. Isn't that Jean from the Luxembourg Choir? So they really are going out. Kya! I don't know what that was, but I liked it. The idol nuns. And are these cheers for the representatives of the ACR? That means we'll have 4 participating factions present. In front, we have the June 1st King's Tour Memorial Squad of the ACR Royal Aerial Knights Corps, followed by the Queen's KO Visit Memorial Squad of the ACR Combined Military 1st Aerial Knight Corps. Rathabile? How do you say that? The time has finally come to show everyone the glory of the Africa Commonwealth realm. You may prostrate yourself before me, foolish masses of the earth. There's no need for you to do anything, Princess. Please leave this match in our hands. Good plan. If the Princess screws up and embarrasses us, I'll annihilate our bonuses. Wait. That's a battler suit. That is 100% a battler suit. Where's the text still going? I thought that was the end of a sentence. Never mind. And if we want to tell everyone it was all thanks to the princess's leadership, our bonuses will be just fine. Wait, Ish. Who's talking? This is Abdul. This is Ishak. However you say their names. As will our reputation. Yeah! You're gonna talk me out my back? Do it where I can't hear you. I mean, don't do it. I don't remember where she's from. Wait, is she Ethiopia? Look at that crowd. This is so exciting, so tense. Hey, isn't it? Don't you feel the same, Nor? Don't you? I don't remember. Stop smothering me. Get back, you puppy. Sheesh, how does someone this hyperactive ever join the Aerial Knight Corps? Don't you think it's weird, Mariana? I don't remember this character at all. I don't remember either of their designs. I think I saw this character's like cool ears. Looked away. I didn't even notice like the maid outfit. I know how you feel, Gannett. I'm feeling tense too. Pet. Hey! Don't pet me! I don't want anyone but cool big sis Nora to touch me. Don't touch me, puppy. Your idiocy is contagious. Let's go over there, Mariana. Don't touch me. I hate cold-hearted people. I love puppies. Let me pet her. So we have a triangle where she loves her, she hates her, and she likes her, or she tolerates her. She wants to pet her, but okay. I remember these two. I don't remember which one's which. I think she's Mexico and she's Brazil. Or Argentina. I remember there's Central and South America. And I remember that I think she's Mexico. So she's either Brazil or Argentina. And I'm pretty sure it's Argentina. Where's their third member, though? I'm assuming they'll get addressed. And the final group entering is the team of referees from... Oh, they're referees! From the International Peace Mediation Association. There's First Lieutenant Valentina of the Lato-Brazilian military. And First Lieutenant Marie Carmen of the Lato-Mexican military. Personally, I would have preferred to see the Lato military field a team too, but... Well, the military and the police have been arguing over which group the aerial augmented infantry should be attached to. The military won in the end, but sadly they didn't make it in time to apply for the festival. I'm Valentina of the IPMA military. I'll be refereeing this match. And I'm Mary Carmen. Do what we say or you'll get showered with red cards, okay? Everyone, can you believe it? What, Valentina? Is that how you say your name? Valentina? Valentina. Her design kind of reminds me of a character. One who I'm not gonna say. And also, does anyone think she kind of looks like Android 18 from Dragon Ball? Just me, or does... I see it. Everyone, can you believe it? These boys and girls are the aerial augmented infantry troops you've been hearing about. Armed with nothing but a single gauntlet, they fly through the air like fighter jets. They're armed to the teeth like warships. And they have invincible shields that can repel any sort of attack. In other words... It's fair to say that right here, right now, the peak of the entire world's military might has been gathered together. What is an unknown weapon whose true power is yet to be revealed? Even including today's event, their real worth hasn't been demonstrated outside of Verti? I don't know. They've become part of this festival starting this year, but before that, the debate over whether this is a military event or an esport kept going on and on. By equipping the cutting-edge technology called the Gauntlet, certain suitable boys and girls could fly like fighter jets, arm themselves like warships, and repel attacks like invincible tanks. Naturally, seasoned soldiers weren't going to just believe in something like that. Things like the aerial augmented infantry really existed, the whole world's air, sea, and land power would become obsolete. The world's military might wouldn't be measured by the number of soldiers, but by the number of boys and girls capable of wielding a gauntlet. For that reason, some of the spectators who were former soldiers watched on coldly or sneered at the contestants. Ridiculous. Little brats flying around in the sky? Which comic are these superheroes from? Soldiers from all over the world train fiercely to protect world peace. Don't you think it's an insult to all soldiers allowing these kids with their esports to participate in the glorious Battle Standard Festival of Peace? This gauntlet tech is suspicious from the start. You just know those researchers are eating through their budget based on some on-paper theory. The older they were, the more they glowered. Glowered? On the other hand, everyone who was still a minor was still transfixed. Just by putting something on your left arm, you could soar freely through the sky with unstoppable power. Any child would be awed by that. And the adults told them to abandon those stupid dreams and study, since it was all fake. There's more than a little prejudice behind the adults' emotions. Who wouldn't want to fly freely in the sky? If the adults had been able to equip these gauntlets, they'd surely have latched onto this new tech happily. However, to use a gauntlet, you need brains capable of performing a Dresig conversion of spurium. And most importantly, in order to fly in the sky and use your equipment at will, you needed quite a lot of parallel processing power. You couldn't display such talent without receiving special training and personal experiences from a very young age. Wait, hold on. We got introduced to everyone. Please exist. Dang it. I was hoping there'd be a character bio still. I have hope. Maybe at the end of phase 1, they'll bring it in like Umineko did. Who knows? Or maybe after this chapter? Wink wink. Come on. In other words, everyone over a certain age whose childhood had ended before the necessary technology and training had existed was automatically disqualified from being a gauntlet candidate. The young could fly freely, depending on their training and aptitude, but the adults could never do it. Furthermore, the combat capability then honed after long and arduous training was no match for the dimension container. What? Could hardly blame them for having an inferiority complex. Those who achieved their current position after harsh training glared most coldly at all of the kids calling themselves Gauntlet Knights. Dang it, pardon my French. What the heck am I doing, pardon my French, babysitting e-gamer brats like this? You're telling me each one of these grunts has the same military potential as an aircraft carrier? Wait, so we're in like the 22nd, 23rd century. Why is Okanogi here? If that's true, this planet's screwed. Okunogi, who is serving as an instructor for the aerial augmented infantry this year, bore an imposing array of medals on his chest. Is it just like Okanogi's like great-great-grandson? Probably a couple more greats than that, but... Each one is an honorable award, proving that he had withstood grueling training and given all he could for his nation and international peace. You know, I was actually hoping we would see a character in this. Their name is... Yeah, I could say their first name. Yukari? If you've read their When They Cry series that is related to, you'll know who that is. I was kind of hoping she would be in this, but given the time period, doesn't make sense. Well, whether it's esports or video games, they bear the same burden we do. Like, I was hoping for a cameo from her, like, the same vein Okanogi was in Umineko. That means, just gotta whip them into shape. Oh, is that contestant Kashka of the AOU? That was quite a yawn. I guess she must feel confident. You've got 2 emails, Poyo! Captain Okanogi, the Director General, saw Kashka yawning just now, and he is mad now! Okanogi, isn't it your job to see the health of our contestants? She's actually yawning, isn't she? Ah, you stupid equipment! Now I'm getting wrecked over that call. It's just because Chloe can't do her job right. Achoo! I can't fake sneeze. Your sneezes are always so fun to watch. Are you okay? My nose is all itchy for some reason. So is the top of my head. Achoo! The room was dimly lit. However, that darkness covered dignified furnishings which evidenced wealth and status, reminiscent of the kings of Europe's feudal age. The ceiling was high enough to be swallowed in blackness, as if it were a realm of the gods that humans could never reach. I'm assuming this is a similar thing to the beginning of the last chapter? Or of this chapter, rather. And yet the most distinguishing feature of the room was that it was triangular. So was the solemn-looking table standing on its center. And on all 3 sides sat the kings. They were shrouded by crowns and masks, obscuring their identities. Their hands were covered by white gloves, so you couldn't even tell their race or the color of their skin. And their voices had been altered by something like a voice changer. However, the fact that their suits were of the finest quality, that even just sitting there, their class and majesty couldn't be mistaken, left little doubt that they deserved to be called kings. They appeared to be watching the International Battle Standard Festival of Pieces competition between aerial augmented infantry units through all mental displays. So the King of Sario. So are we doing like an Illuminati thing here? So tools of murder have now reached into a dimension such as this. It's George! It's deplorable. The masses are like babies. They ignorantly turn whatever they touch into toys. They don't even try to learn what those things are. It's Hideyoshi! All the better then. The common man's role is not to know. It's merely to obey the guidance of their king. Thank you, Gestures. Turn off the broadcast. Is that? That's not, right? Actually, she was in the opening, wasn't she? I think different hair. I think that's a carryover character. I'll have to see her face to know for sure, though. As you wish. After all, mental displays can be quite tiring for the elderly. Ha ha ha. Well, even I drew on a mental tablet with my granddaughter when she was young. You've been blessed with a wonderful granddaughter. How gracious of her to play along with the dawdling pace of a decrepit mind. This girl, who at first glance might have been a secretary, teased the kings with her harsh words. However, the king seemed to enjoy the foul tongue of this girl, must have been even younger than their own granddaughters. Kings who rule at the top and are feared by all people rarely get to be taunted or made fun of. And so, their culture had long since led them to a place, an irrelevant expositor in their company. This person was known as the court jestress, her name clearly referred to a female jester. Is that an actual word, or did Rikushi make it up? How stubborn humans are. Indeed. Even when you try to eradicate them, many survive and destroy their numbers in the blink of an eye. Just like locusts. It would seem merely trying is not enough. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Even if you completely destroy everything, a few human seeds will remain. Noah's Ark failed because they let merchants on, instead of keeping it to just Noah's family. Either that's something I'm not familiar with, or Noah's Ark refers to something besides the biblical thing. This time, we must truly return civilization back to square one. Even if we do, I imagine that humans will regain their civilization in just a few centuries. But that's fine. After all, we'll be able to put distance between them and civilization's end. Well now, Jestress. Yes, sire. Give us today's report. Is everything going smoothly? Yes, sire. I've received a report from the Grand Master of the 9th Prime Chivalric Order, your faithful servant who's far more useful than you old farts. They've succeeded in sneaking members of the Order into Ace Gauntlet Knight units from all 4 factions. There's traitors in our midst. Oh. So the Metal Standard Festival children we just saw. Wait, hold on. I want to make sure of something. Into Gauntlet Knight. Oh my god. That means one of the 6 from either Warcat or Gravemole is a traitor. Kashka and Lilja are too easy. I mean, this all could just be a lie, but I like how they're already setting this up. Well, he's already setting this up. Like, there's really nothing to go on at this point. So, all of it is just speculating based on their character designs and personality. We could use better reasoning, and with that, I suspect Chloe. But I don't want it to be Chloe. If there's 1 in each group, that means 4 of our pieces have been inserted, yes? Now we just have to wait for you 3 to finally make up your minds. She never actually said it was only 1 per group, so it could be more. Has there been any trouble getting public opinion in each country? Of course not. Our talented comrades are hiding in media outlets around the world. All is in the name of guiding humanity down the right path. That is on the Steam store page. We still not found the right research center. We still have the bait that the mighty king of ridicule granted us, but so far, nothing is tugged on the line. What a cheap move. If we could catch them by the tail that easily, it'd be silly of us to go through all this effort in the first place. Don't be like that. If you never gamble, you'll never win. Then we'll wait for good news without hoping for it. After all, fishing requires the patience of a king. If there's any movement, I'll report it at once. Now then, gentlemen. Civilization's end is drawing near. It cannot fail again. This time we must succeed. Even letting loose that many WMDs across the world wasn't enough. They're locusts, after all. This is our last chance, gentlemen. Our last chance to make use of God's plan, and to turn the fate of humanity to human hands. We absolutely must not fail. As you wish. All is in the name of guiding humanity down the right path. In the name of guiding humanity down the right path. To my beloved Lady Jestress, those people must be the boys and girls in the aerial augmented infantry, the most interesting guinea pigs in existence. If I remain concealed here, they'll surely try to contact me in some way. If anything happens, I'll report on it immediately. My guess is that was Okanogi, but I don't know. Finally, the match between the aerial augmented infantry aces from all factions is about to begin! The first event is an attack on a fictional military base. They'll compete on points in many areas, including the efficiency of their attacks and the time taken. Loja, Kashka, be serious when the actual match starts, okay? If you don't, I really will use my trump card! I like breaking things. There's a plate with so many breakable things in front of me. There's no way I want to dig in. Meow, meow. All squads are in excellent condition. We can do this. Super Genius Jaden. Guarantee it. With us Warcats and the Freaks of Grave Mole together, we're the ultimate team. Yeah, the 6 of us are the best of comrades. Nothing can shake our bonds of trust. Let's do it! All is in the name of guiding humanity down the right path. One message has been sent to Gestures. Ciconia when they cry. That set the mood. Our bows are in our hands. Our arrows are in our hearts. We shall not falter when we shoot. Oath of the 9th Prime Chivalric Order. So these are like the Burn Castle poems, except we get them every chapter. And we get this thing every chapter. Oh! It moved! So these are moon phases? So is this a clock counting? I mean, is it clock but for days? And it moved very slightly, so like an hour passed? Is this it talking to us, or is this just the new chapter? A new Yum is being created, Polyo. Is this data fragments? What would you like to call this Yum, Polyo? I'll keep reading this scene just like last time. What should we pick? I suck at stuff like this. Doesn't matter. Just call it the War Cat Room. Okay, but what kind of room should we make it? Just whatever. Go ahead and copy the data from our hotel's banquet room. And that'd be boring. I've come all the way out to Japan for this. No, I'm gonna stop there actually. It kind of feels like it's setting up for that, but I'll keep reading the scene. They come all the way to Japan for this International Battle Standard Festival thing. Do you even care about being a good host? Anyway, what is it non-Japanese people want to visit in Japan? Kyoto, obviously. They can't visit there now, even if they want to, so they'll like it, right? You can't use Kyoto's data in Japan. Oh, right, that thing. Every country's so strict these days. Is everything ready over there? I'm about to bring everyone over. Ah, crap, we've got to hurry. Let's just do something from the hotel. Where do Japanese people like to relax after a match? Hot spring! Well, when we're done with work, we take a bath, I guess. Oh, perfect! Japanese inns always have big public baths as their selling point, right? That'll do nicely. Something about that seems wrong, but okay. I pulled the public bath data from our hotel's website. Got it. So something like this? Miguel manipulated several things on his mental tablet, and the dark world instantly became the public bath of the hotel where the AOU Japan athletes were staying. There's an open-air bath on the outside and a sauna on the inside. A splendid example of a Japanese-style public bath. Personally, Miguel felt it would be really weird to have a post-match celebration in a public bath. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna stop there. Just cut that. Put it in the next video. I thought this might be setting up the data fragments, but do we just not get data fragments? Are those removed? Demo all we beta tested those in the demo, and Ukushi was like, those aren't really that good. Or maybe data fragments are just like the new tea parties. Just put in the Higurashi tip style for whatever reason. You know, it's funny, it even uses like the same, like you could tell it's made in the same engine. Wait, an upgraded version of the engine? Like, it's very reminiscent of the Higurashi tips, like UI screen, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys next time with Ciconia. That was fun. I could do one more tonight? Yeah, I think I'll do that. I can also maybe fit in a Grand Order, maybe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.